This week on the show, we're featuring Diopside, opal under the microscope cam, carrots on Why'd I Buy That, 12 new jokes, and sweetness that can top a waffle. I was insulted by a salad. I said, "That's rude." It said, "Well, I'm a rutabaga salad." Let's start the show. Hello, welcome to the program. Diopside is a very layery stone. It's kind of layery in a feldsparic way. It's got like sheets of diopside. So to get a piece that's thick enough to have a facet that will show some flare, it's kind of rare in larger chunks. Gary Green, thank you for complimenting my nice green stone. Happy Mother's Day. Glad you made it to the program. If you have any questions relating to diopside, go ahead and ask and I'll try to give you an answer. No guarantees on it being correct. Alright, I'll guarantee it's correct, but just one. Just one answer. Not all of them. Colette S., thanks for coming by the program. Diopside is green colored because of the chromium. Chromium is also the green coloring element for emerald. There is a class of crystals called beryl, spelled B-E-R-Y-L. And if your beryl is clear, regular uncolored clear, it's called goshenite. If your beryl is blue, it's called aquamarine. If it's pink, it's called morganite. But if it's green beryl, green because of the chromium, then we call that emerald. No, but I'm waiting on the Sasquatch jokes. Oh, I did mention I was going to do the Sasquatch jokes. I copied and pasted those too, didn't I? So that way I'd have them. I do remember organizing them so I could find them. I know where they are. I did find them. Let's go ahead and find those. I'm going to have to do a search feature. Nope. We're going to search Bigfoot. Finding the Sasquatch jokes. That's called the Finding the Sasquatch Jokes song. Sort and filter. Nope. Find and select, that'll help. Foot. Let's see. That's one of them. Oh, okay. I can filter by that. Good. I did actually organize and label them as Bigfoot jokes. So we can deselect, select, and now we got them. Blam. 8 Bigfoot jokes. No guarantees on the hilarity, but they're there. And they all go together. I lost the jokes. Oops. No, just the Sasquatch jokes. I put all of my jokes together into a giant list. And I still have all the jokes for this week. But I put the jokes together into a big list. That way I can organize them by category and kind of plug them together. Like I was talking about earlier with you, Colette. And just to bring everyone up to speed, Caramel Pop, nice. Is it like Peridot? No, actually it's not like Peridot. Peridot, or Peridot, is colored by rust. And it has something to do with the light refraction in it. So the rust makes it kind of a yellowish color. And then the green, let me double check on that, because I don't think there's any chromium in Peridot. Go into minerals.net. Of course, Wikipedia has good stuff also, but yeah, Peridot is the green variety of olivine. And olivine has absolutely no chromium. It's colored by iron and magnesium. It has other derivatives called forsterite and phaelite. Transparent green variety of olivine is called Peridot. There we go. Yeah, it's good stuff. I need to actually start featuring that page. Here I'm giving you hand gestures and I'm not even on the thing. Arr. Arr. Okay. Not sure what that was about. I'm going to turn on the chat bot and then we'll get to the next video. Short show. Short show. 2 videos. We already got through one of them. I think this is a little bit longer of a video. So with this, I wasn't sure what to do with it because it's got, if you notice on the top of it, it's got like all these problems here. And then underneath there's problems, but it's also thick. And then out here on this edge, there's the crack parts. So I was like, maybe I could do the crack parts and make it smaller, but I wanted to go with something bigger because the cracks are pretty deep, and it is a very layery stone. So to get rid of the cracks would just leave a thin little wafer, and so it would get really, really small to try and clean it up. So I left it big and flawed, and I'm happy with it. I like it. It's better than it was before, and we'll call that satisfactory. Alright, we got 18 minutes to tell some jokes. Hit the thumbs up button. Thanks, Gary. You're awesome like that. Glad you came by, and I'm glad I got some Squatch jokes. We're going to squatch them out in a little bit. But let's see. What was I doing? I found the things. We fired up the chat bot. Okay, good. Got that going. We got command. And let's see, where were we? Where were we? Desktop. Camera. There we go. There's the commands. Buy my thing. Throw a tomato. Talk to the chatbot. Get my Discord link. My .com. My Instagram and my Twitter. Hashtag Trendy Club. What does it say? Trendy Club. I'm gonna have that one pop up. Okay, welcome to the Trendy Club. Yeah. I couldn't come up with a poll for this week's show. So, let's see. What should the pole be about? Something else. There you go. Alright, so where were we? Here, there, and everywhere. We got that. Let's skip to the microscope portion. Turn on the camera. Blowing. Oh, and I was going to show the stone size first. See how it's like light green and then dark green? That's the bottom facets flaring out, and that's why I kept it thicker, despite the fact that it has cracks. And more cracks. It's so that it would flare like that. And to give you a better image of the cracks, we'll put it under the microscope. See, some of those cracks make chips in the face too, and the deeper I grind them, the bigger they get. So you got to find a happy medium. And that kind of gives you an idea of what I was going with this stone. I really like working with chrome diopside. It's a nice stone to work with, but I don't have much of it. So I'm really careful with how much of it I grind. See that square crack there? That kind of highlights the layers of it. It's kind of neat. It's like a spiral, isn't it? Wonder how a spiral square is doing. Anyway, that's the chrome diopside for the show this week. This is probably my favoriteest piece of chrome diopside I've ever shaped. I think I only have 2 other chrome diopsides I've shaped. And they're big, but they don't have the translucency because they're mostly designed to highlight the Schiller effect inside of them. It's basically showing off the cracks, which the Schiller effect, because of a crack like that right there, is something that is in the opal that we're going to get to. Let me grab one of my other pieces of diopside and show it under the microscope cam. Looking for the diopside. Diopside down. Here's another piece. There's a big green piece, kind of thick. But there's a lot of problems in it, a lot of cracks, a lot of opaqueness. But look at that flashiness, right? Isn't that cool? Very green, very flashy. Hope you're all doing well. How you all doing this week? You ready to make this a good week? Because this is going to be a warm week. It's time to get out there and start planning on your garden. Now is the week to get some yard work done. Because if you do it now, it'll be easier and faster than if you do it a week or 2 from now. Then you'll be dealing with bigger things. You got to get the shovel out, and you got to do all that kind of stuff. So get to it this week, and you'll be glad you did, because it'll be a good investment. Get your gardens in, get your yard all straightened up, get your bushes trimmed. You know, you want to look good for those romantic evenings out. You want your yard to look good. Yeah, that's why you trim your bushes. Got to trim those bushes so your yard looks good while you're out on the town. And when you come home, you'll be like, oh yeah, look, it looks great. So here is a piece of opal, and there's the colored efflorescence, the Schiller that comes from the cracks that are in the stone. So most of this stone is potch, which is opal without that color in it. But this particular piece, we're going to try and nip this little guy out of here and use it to fix a ring that Colette sent me. So let's take a quick look at that ring under the microscope and compare it so that we can get an idea, because it was kind of hard to find a piece of opal that would match on this ring. See, here's the ring. There's the missing one of the, count them up, 6 pieces of opal in this ring. 6. And they're white, but they have that schiller in them, right? And that matches, doesn't it? Let me give you an example. This is also a piece of opal. Doesn't match at all. See, like this piece of opal is white, but it doesn't really match. It's too light. And it has a piece of dust on it. So that one wouldn't work, but I think this other white part will. Oh, are we done already? Nope. Halfway done with the show. So I'm thinking, like Abe Lincoln, that if we nip this guy out of there, if I'm careful enough, we'll get us a little piece we can stick in there. I'm wondering if it's thick enough. It might actually be too thin, even though these are little thin little beads. But I got some dops on the way so that I'm going to shape this up kind of rough, and then I'm going to put it on a dop, a stick, and then I'm going to finish it out with that. So that's exciting. We're going to see if we can actually fix this ring up. Here's the rest of that opal piece. There's the gist of it. This is translucent, and most of it is potch. There's no schiller in it, but there is a little bit of schiller in a couple spots. I don't know exactly where they are. I don't remember. But I think if we facet it right, it ought to look pretty neat. Like you know how a lot of it's yellow? But if we facet it, it won't have yellow flare. It'll have like a green flare, like a neon flare. Kind of like how it's changing color now. Lighter yellow, darker yellow, whitish. I don't know. We'll see when we actually get into shaping that. That's going to be fun. Brewski! Cheers, Drew. How's it going? Good to see ya. I nailed it outdoors, made it. Good to see ya, buddy. Glad you came by the show. I'm about to tell some Sasquatch jokes. No, don't trim the bush. Oh, that's hilarious, Gary. Well, you just want to, you shape it up a little bit, keep it, shaped a little. Which reminds me, Gary, I have a Chewbacca joke that I wrote for Star Wars Day. May 4th, Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. So I'll have to tell that one too. Let's see, where were we? What is a yellow stone? Is it cloudy but see-through-ish? It's cloudy but see-through-ish. Yellow stone, okay, so the opal is one of them, and then there's actually a lot of yellow stones. There's like lemon citrine, which I cut a couple of shows ago. There's chrysoberyl, which is not the same as beryl or emerald or aquamarine or morganite, the other ones I was talking about. It's a different type of chemical makeup altogether. It's chrysoberyl. And that's a yellow one, so it could be that. There's yellow garnets, there's yellow sapphires, there's probably quite a few other ones. If you check out a website called gemselect.com, they sell finished gemstones, and you can filter by color. And, oh, I was behind. Gray Dude made it. You are being probed. How's it going, Gray Dude? Good to see you. Just in time. Jay Cuppers. There you go, man. Good to see you, Drew. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're ready to make this a good week. It's going to be a good week. Especially because I ate some carrots. Vegetables? Really? You buy vegetables? What kind of a self-respecting meat eater eats veggie? Actually, I like some vegetable, they, flavor, color. Mostly about the vitamins. It's vitamins. Actually, carrots are tasty. I ate a lot of carrots as a kid just because Bugs Bunny was always gnawing on them and they look so tasty. Which is weird because Popeye was always eating spinach and I never got into that. I mean, I guess I didn't want to have giant forearms and a Popeye. But Popeye was fun. But the carrots, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get me some carrots. Because I wanted some ranch dressing, and I need like a way to scoop the ranch dressing into my mouth without using my finger. Because I'll get so into that ranch dressing that I'll just and bite my finger. So, I have the baby carrots, so I can avoid that. Don't want finger marks on my fingers. Tooth marks on my fingers. One of those things. Finger marks on my tooth. But I went over and I was going along and I was like picking up groceries and I saw they have, the baby carrots and I was like, oh yeah, those are good. I'm going to get some of those. And so this is what I saw. And they have, down at the bottom, they have the 99-cent ones. And then they have the bigger bag that's $1.92. And then up top they have the $1.90, or yeah, the $1.77, if I can read. The little tiny, eeny weeny ones, which are like, they're like too small. And then they have the other $1.77 ones, which are like, I don't know, they're like, I don't know, just nicer, I guess. I'm not sure. I went with the 98-cent ones because I won't eat the whole $1.92 bag before they go bad. But I will eat the 98-cent bag before they go bad. And since it's like half the price, almost-ish, of the $1.77 bag, I was like, all right, I'll go with those. Even if they're not as good, they're still carrots. I mean, how not as good can they be, right? And it turns out that the $1.77 ones, they just whittle them down more. Like the 98-cent ones, you can still see some of the carrot, like, shape of it. And some of them still have a top on them. And so it's like, if you went to the $1.77 bag, that's more of like the 5-star restaurant where you don't want that. And the 98-cent bag, that's more of the, I'm just eating in my chair here. Who cares? So I have, like, to think of it this way, I bought the 98-cent bag. So I'm sitting here not only enjoying a bag of carrots, but I'm also enjoying 79 cents in my pocket. And that's why I buy that. Do you buy carrots? Then why do you buy them? Which ones did you buy and why did you buy that? Stony Baker made it to the show. Welcome, buddy. Hey, Stony, do you ever buy carrots? Then why do you buy them? You got the munchies? Because I think carrots qualify as munchies. They're little munchy carrots. You can definitely munch on them. You use your hands just like Trump. What does that mean? Like, to grab things? Terrible joke. You know what I do is I use my hands at work just like you do, and I wind up smashing them like I did with my thumb. And then you can see it under the microscope portion, which I'm not going to show again because it's almost grown its way out of my thumb, so that's a thing. I get mini carrots too, says Colette S. Well done. Mini carrots. Yeah, I love mini carrots because, the big carrots are nice, but then I got to cut them up and I'm sitting there like har, 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 har. And if I want to chew on something, I'll eat some pecans or some, oat cereal. Oats, just like a champion thoroughbred. Which, all right, we're getting to where we're almost done with show. We got like 2 minutes of video left, then I got to send you guys on your way. And the rest of the week is up to you. But that's all right, because you can handle it. You can. Just like I can handle this delicious Mountain Dew. And that is juice in the bottom. That's frozen juice floating in the Mountain Dew. Left this, it had some juice in it, stuck it in the freezer. It froze, and now I got frozen juice, and it's delicious. Cheers. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. To the jokes, to the Sasquatch jokes for Gary. Gary Green for being so awesome and coming by to see the Sasquatch jokes. And all the rest of you for being so fantastic and putting up with my cheese ball jokes. Let's see what we got this week. Hi, Wally. How's it going, buddy? Glad you came by. Okay, I'm doing a little better this week. I wanted to give you the cell phone bit just to bring everybody up to speed. So I took all of my cell phone jokes and I kind of plugged them together, right? And just to give you a little bit of inside knowledge, a lot of times when comedians go on stage, they'll take short notes and write them on a cocktail napkin, and then they have the stool with their glass of water, and they'll put the cocktail napkin down with their notes and their glass of water. They'll go over and take a drink of water and look at their notes, and that's how they get caught up on where they're going next. Now, I'm at the point where I put them on a piece of paper, and some people have like actual cards that they'll stand up there and read. And some guys at the open mics and stuff, they'll have their cell phone and they'll scroll through their cell phone. And so I was like, you know, I'll be doing my jokes and I'll say, all right, I got to check my cell phone. Not because I forgot my jokes, just because it's been 30 seconds. And, you know, I love my phone. Every time I get a new one, I tell myself, I'm not going to drop it for a whole year. I wonder if that's what people say when they have a baby. And I see people use pop sockets so they don't drop their phone, but I don't have one of those. I drop my phone like a real man. You know, I've also come to find that I like having a cracked screen. I do. I like having a cracked screen because it provides a grippy texture. And that's my cell phone bit for right now. I need to build it out with like, you know, 5 or 6 more good cell phone jokes. Excuse me. Wow, did I actually burn through the entire show that quick? Okay, I got to get through these jokes so that you guys can enjoy your day. All right, where are the Sasquatch jokes? I copied them. I pasted them. Where'd they go? Paste. All right, there they are. All right, so here we go. For Gary Green and all you awesome people out there. Which kids game does Bigfoot play? Hopsquatch. What do you call a hippie Bigfoot? Grass squatch. What do you call a donkey with big feet? Asquatch. What sport does Bigfoot play? Not Sasquatch. He plays football because he has big feet. What kind of vegetable does Bigfoot grow? Sasquatch. What kind of VD does Bigfoot get? Sasquatch. What do you call Bigfoot's sister? Sisquatch. And what do you call an ornery Bigfoot? Sassy Squatch. Those are my Sasquatch jokes. I hope you enjoyed them. All right, so then to kind of top that off, I have a... let's see, where is it at? I have a Chewbacca joke for Star Wars Day. Where is the Chewbacca joke? Oh, do they call him Chewbacca because he sounds like he's always chewing on tobacco? That's pretty bad. I was struggling for something for Star Wars Day. I just wanted to make sure I had something. And let's see. What else do I got? I thought the Brady Bunch was a band made out of people with dreadlocks, because they got their hair braided up. The Brady Bunch. I've heard of working as a warm-up comedian, but can I get a job as a cool-down comedian? Because that's probably what I'm a little more qualified for. Let's see. I want to live out in the country. Not that far out in the country. Just, you know, far enough like, you know, I want people to live close enough that they can hear me yell for help, but not close enough to see me walking around without clothes on. Let's see. I tell you, okay, here's my Rodney Dangerfield bits, and they don't really work together, but here goes. I tell you, I get no respect at all. I went to take a picture. I tried to download a Snapchat filter so I wouldn't look so ugly. It said unable to recommend. No respect. I took the picture anyway. The camera burned up. No respect at all. I went to Walmart, and the greeter said, "What are you doing here?" I said, I came to get some food. He said, dog food's in aisle 13. Let's see. And my girlfriend treats me like a dog, too. I asked her if she wants me to put the seat down after I pee. She said I should just go outside and use the tree. No respect. I was insulted by my salad. I said, that's rude. It said, well, I'm a rutabaga salad. No respect at all. I tell you, no respect. Okay, that's it for those, I think. I hear that Jerry Seinfeld likes to write his jokes out longhand, which I suppose makes it easier to write when you have a long hand. Let's see. Worst thing about... Oh, worst thing... The worst thing about Elon Musk buying Twitter is that the price of buying Twitter followers has hit the roof. Actually, I was looking at that. You can buy Twitter followers, and it really has, this price really has skyrocketed, I think. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't been tracking it. But it's like $1 a follower. So like 10,000 followers, that's like $10,000. Yeesh. It's outrageous. I guess it probably depends on the website you go to. I was just taking a look. Biologists have revealed that when a lamb eats fruit, it's bananas. That's terrible. You probably all left after that one. Which is good, because the next one's a fart joke. What do you call a distinguished fart? A gust. Almost done, I swear. Let's see. I've found that I have very strange friends, which means I should probably stop making friends in my therapist's waiting room. Here's another Rodney Dangerfield joke. I should have tagged that back earlier. I was like, I want to be famous. I want my name to be known. So I called my agent and asked him if he could get me any work. He said, "Who are you?" This is something. The next joke is something that I've been tying into my joke about, like how all the legal weed's been giving me secondhand munchies, putting on weight, that kind of stuff. And I don't want to put on weight. I don't want to lose my skinny privilege. The skinny privilege where you get to park real close to other cars and you can still get out. I don't know. That one's a little funnier if I weave it in with other ones. All right. One more joke and then we're done. You're all very attractive. If we were in a relationship, I would protect you. Not from a fight because I'm weak, but like from a car insurance scam, I'd snatch your phone and tell them they're not interested and then hang up before they get your credit card info. Because that's the kind of man I am. And I'm also the kind of man who does the joke portion of the program. If you got anything coming up on your channel, let us know. Yell it out in the chats. We all want to know what's up. I got to the end of the show. And I hope you like the jokes. Chewbacca sounds like someone's chewing tobacco. Maybe he's, let's see, Fluffy? Well, maybe he went through a hairdryer. Hey, that's where I live. Wait. Where? I don't remember. I gotta keep up with the comments for the jokes. You guys are fantastic. I am way behind on these. Zeb Zeppelin made it. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you all. I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad I got to see you all. I'm glad you made it for the joke portion of the program. You guys are fantastic. Why are cowboy hats turned up on their side? I don't know. I missed the punchline for that one. Anyways, I'm gonna have to get caught up on the chats. I gotta keep that in mind. I write notes on my biceps. Okay, that's where you tattoo your notes on, so that way you can check them off. I got to learn how to riff and write jokes in real time. That's why I'm stuck in my car. You can move over a smidge. Okay, you guys are fantastic. Shout out whatever you got coming up on your show or your channel. And I'm going to see y'all next week and every week on Sunday evenings. I'm trying for 9 p.m. We're going to get there. Just like you can get there, because you're awesome.